today. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Hands it off. Makes one man miss. And some room to work. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Got his man. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. A long way to go for this offense. The running back has it. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Fuller. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They're going to ride this running back. Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions with C zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He wants to throw here on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll give it to the back. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's picked up 48 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. And the Hokies are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Final play of the quarter coming. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets open down the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's looking to throw. Got it! They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whalen. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front.
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Looking to pass on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Here's the handoff.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, the power run here. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Rebels trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Rebels! What a catch and run for 6.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Boise State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to the air one more time. On target over the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokie.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's off to the races. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He finds his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man on the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Now they'll try the right side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And short now. They snap it from their own 46. They want to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They'll go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They take the lead with the 6. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. They stripped it out. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even if they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Finds his man down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he could carve up this defense.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Now from inside the red zone. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
On second down, wants to throw it. They're working that left side. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Looking to throw on third. Quickly complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution of running and throwing the football? Wow.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're getting this guy lathered up. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. On the move to his left. He's got his man. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. He tried to set up the screen, and the defense was right there. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Power football with the run. And the Hokies pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Buys a little extra time. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Pressure coming. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
With the run on first and goal. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And listen, I'm aggressive by nature. I'm going for it on fourth down most of the time. But that negative play, does that give you a little pause?
It does, because if you're rattled right now, then you need to regroup, take the 3, and live to fight another drive. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. They're trailing by 9 to UCLA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Throws to the back. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Fuller. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, he's looking downfield. Finds a man in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to go up top on first down. He unleashes a long one. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Hokies! And the route is on.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
He's going up top here late in the game. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Line getting set on second down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.